Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Foundation Friday. For today's Foundation Friday, I am going to be reviewing, wear testing, and talking all about this brand new foundation from PUR Cosmetics. So if you haven't heard, PUR Cosmetics launched a 100 shade, yep, you heard me right, 100 shade foundation and concealer. So let me show you what it looks like. We're just gonna hop right into this one. So this is the 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. The reason why they call it a foundation and concealer is because, let me show you. The foundation has a pump, so you pump it out here. But if you want to apply it like a concealer, you can open up the bottle and apply it like a concealer. So obviously there are 100 shades, but I only have a portion of those 100 shades that are mostly, for the most part, kind of in my range. I think most of them are going to be way too yellow for me or way too light because I am a little bit more tan. But we're going to try to use the MN4, which I'm assuming stands for medium neutral 4. So it's the 4th shade in the medium neutral category. I think they're all like listed out somewhere in here. Hold on. Yep, so we have all of these shades all right here. So you can see that in every single category they have a neutral category, a pink category, and a golden subcategory underneath the bigger category. So we have deep, dark, tan, medium, and light. Alright guys, so these are the shades that I have for the PUR 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. This first shade right here is called LG1, LP1, LN1, MN1, MN3, then we're going to jump back to MG1, MN2, MG3, MG4, MG5, MG6. Then we're going to jump ahead to TG5, TP5, and finally TN6. So these are the shades that I personally have. Obviously there's 100 shades in this entire collection, so this is just what they sent for me. I definitely think that I'm more of a neutral tone. I think the neutral tones like this one right here suit me the absolute best. The P's are super pink and the G's are super gold and yellow. So I'm definitely going to put myself in the neutral category. And let's get on with the video. Alright, so we're gonna zoom you guys in a little for this. So I really wish that I could use the bigger shades so I can show you guys the pump versus the little applicator inside, but I just think that this one's gonna be way too yellow for me and very light. So that was the little applicator, and here is the pump. So that's kind of like how much you get off of the applicator and the pump. Definitely love the difference that they're kind of giving you because they didn't add anything additional on top of just like a foundation bottle. The applicator is like kind of like hidden inside as an addition. So I definitely like that. I'm sure there's some crazy like technology in there for them to actually like pump through the applicator. I don't know. No, not for my brain right now. All right, so I'm gonna try MN4. If it ends up being too light, there is one darker neutral shade that I could add to it, TN6, but it's much darker. But this actually looks like it could be okay. So this is actually the special brush that they provided with this new foundation. So I'm gonna try this out. It's basically a brush on the side and then it's a silicone applicator in the center. I do not like how this feels. Like, not the foundation, the brush. It just feels really weird. Maybe it's because I've never really tried a brush like this. Like, it's doing, I guess it's doing its job, but I do feel like it's taking just a lot of the foundation away. And I'm not able to really get right here. Yeah, the brush is not giving me a smooth application, so we are scrapping that. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit more. It does look good though. I really like a much smoother application, and will always usually go in with a beauty blender no matter what. But this is also gonna show us if this is a buildable foundation too. So I would definitely say I am a shade, 1 or 2 shades darker than this. So before I keep blending it in, I have TN6, which is actually pretty dark actually. Like, there's a lot of shades. There's about 6 shades in the middle of this one and the lighter one. So I'm just gonna apply it in like the contour areas, and it'll just hopefully mix in a little. Alright you guys, so here is the foundation. It feels a little dry, and I kind of noticed it on my hand when I swatched it on my hand that it was feeling a little bit dry. It definitely doesn't look dry, but it also, I don't think, looks dewy either. So I'm curious to see, you know, what the actual finish of this foundation is gonna be. Like, I actually have no idea if this is going to sit on my skin well, or if it is or if it isn't. So I really have no clue. So I'm gonna just finish the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna see what it looks like. I'll come back and show you guys the finished look, and then we are going to just wear test it for the day. It's a rainy day outside, it's kind of gross, so maybe this will put the foundation to the ultimate test. Alright guys, I'm back. Here is the finished look. Let me zoom you in so we can take a look. So noticing some creasing already on my forehead, which I'm not a big fan of, and I'm also noticing that the foundation didn't really like dry, which is interesting because I thought that it was going to really dry down. So it looks really kind of like dried down, but it's still like, I don't know, I put powder all over my face and I feel like it needs more powder. I hope that makes sense. But I mean, overall, it does look good so far. It is definitely 100% a full coverage foundation, that is for sure. Let's see how it holds up in this yucky weather today, and I will be back much later on to show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, hi. We're in a different setting here. Just checking up on this foundation here. It's actually been on, it is about 5 o'clock right now. I've had this foundation on since 8 o'clock this morning, so it's been about 8 hours, right? 9. It got kind of oily, that is for sure, and I've kind of felt sticky throughout the day, like just like touching it. I could feel like the stickiness. I think this foundation for me and for this weather right now, because it's so humid, it's so hot, I think that for me this foundation is too heavy, and it's too, I think it's just really good for someone with, I want to say more oily skin, but I'm showing up not that oily, but pretty oily, and I just feel like maybe it needs to be set differently, or maybe it needs to be applied differently. I feel like I would have applied it lighter, maybe with like a beauty blender, and not with a brush, if that makes sense. So it definitely looks good. Like, I don't have any complaints except the fact that it just feels very heavy on my face and it feels kind of sticky, and I felt like that ever since I kind of put it on. But let me know what you guys think. It really hasn't like creased except for like on the forehead, and it doesn't look blotchy. Like it doesn't really look like wrinkly or like cakey or anything like that. I'm just feeling like the heaviness of it, especially in the heat and humidity, and just the stickiness of it. And those are two things that really, especially the stickiness and my hair like getting like stuck on it, is just not my jam. But if you guys try this foundation, let me know what you think. Give it a shot, try it, because it is really great coverage, and I'm very surprised, even though despite the heaviness and the stickiness, it's kind of like genuinely like generally stayed like on my face pretty well. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you give it a try, and give me your thoughts on what you think about the company coming out with 100 shades. Seems like a lot. Crazy, a lot. As always guys, subscribe right here in the center of the screen, and check out all my other videos right here on the side. Love you to the moon and back. Thanks for joining on this Foundation Friday, and I will see you guys next week.